Hello, welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. I literally hold a glass of coffee in my hand right now. Cheers! Oh my god. Okay, so in the previous episode, I talked about a song, and this time it won't be anything related with kisses or with my novel, but I'm going back to the dedicated romantic poetry, and well, this time it will be about a sweet lullaby for you and first dance. So I guess I can read you the first poem right now, and then I will talk about the meaning of it and about the process of writing this kind of poetry about just lullabies, and well, we'll see. A sweet lullaby for you. Your tired eyes make me sad. I hope you feel better by now. One eye, another eye. One cheek, the second cheek. One kiss, the second kiss. A sweet lullaby for you. Wind and ears, grain ears, are singing for you, and only for you. So that's it. That's this poem. And well, at first I will tell you what it's about, and it's very much connected with the reason why I wrote this. So it's about this kind of moment when we notice that the loved one is sad or is just really tired and overworked, and we just want to cheer them up. And this is what I did in this poem, and it's very much connected also with the idea of lullaby, because there's nothing like motherly love, and and why mothers sing their children lullabies, because they want them to fall asleep and to feel comfortable, and this kind of stuff. And this is why I used also lullaby in this poem, because it kind of compared this kind of love to the lover. I mean, just like a mother wants the best for the child, the same situation is also happening here, but here we have two lovers, and the girl is kind of singing a lullaby for her lover, because she has similar feelings for him, just like a mother has for the child. I mean, she just wants to see him happy, and she wants him to fall asleep and just feel better. So this is a lullaby, and there is such a part, the second part of this poem, which is literally this a very simple concept of lullaby, and it's like you have to imagine that that you're singing about eyes, and you literally kiss at first one eye, the second eye, and then cheeks. You sing and kiss one cheek, the second cheek, and etc. So it's a very simple concept, but I think it's kind of sweet, and well, it's simply what it is. I mean, as I've already said, it's very much connected with the meaning and the reason. And also, there's such a carol in Polish that is literally a lullaby for a little Jesus, and his mother, Virgin Mary, is singing this carol, and it's probably one of my favorite carols, and I mean carols, and that's very possible that it also kind of inspired my poem, because when I was 16, 17, I was singing in so many three choirs, and they were related mm, with church, and singing patriotic songs, and singing in churches. And well, so yeah, I think it's very possible that it kind of also inspired my poem. And well, another thing that I can say about this poem is the last part of this, and uh, I used I use an annotation in this poem in the third part, and I literally wrote in the translation, "Wind and ears are singing for you." And to make it clear what kind of ears I mean, I wrote grain ears, but it's a annotation which isn't a part of the poem. But I decided to say it like it's a part of it, because I think it's clear then. So the audiobook version of this poem will simply sound like that. And well, in the original poem, I remember I wrote just about wind, probably, that is singing for the lover, and I changed this line in 2019, and I wanted to sound this line a little less cliche, so I decided to add grain ears, not only wind. And this way it also reminds me of the countryside, because I was born in Warsaw, but my mom comes from such a countryside, and I was in fact raised on a farm, if I can call it like that. And um, the countryside is a metaphor of a healthy, peaceful, and happy time to me, and that's why I wanted also to have such a thing in the new version of this poem, because it simply reminds me of the second home, of the place where my mom was born, and it simply symbolizes a happy land to me. So, yep. That's probably all about the meaning and the reason of writing this poem, so I guess I can move on right now to the second poem. So, it's the first dance. First dance. Candles burning bright, light, silent music. Face to face. First kisses, barely breathing. Skin to skin. Warmth of a beating heart. First time dancing together. First dance led by love. So that's the first dance. And while I guess that for some people it may uh, sound like something very um personal and intimate, but for a really young girl that I was while writing this poem, I was just 16. And for me, it's simply the metaphor of the first love. And I used to dance for 2 years probably when I was a child. And you know, also in the time when I was 16, I also started going for such classes of hip hop dance, and you know, a slow dance with a lover is the metaphor of just falling in love for the first time. And for me, it's like it's almost the same thing. I mean, love and dance in this poem. And when you imagine such a traditional dance when just a pair is dancing, like, dancing with the stars, then you'll understand what this poem is about. Because sometimes you have to show emotions in dance, and it's kind of what this poem is about. But it's also about not not about faking, but about the real love that is just born. And when I was really young, I always wanted to have such a slow dance with my lover, but it never really happened. And I guess that this poem was a wish of having such a moment with the loved one. And well, it's been 10 years, and I can only still wish for such a first dance. But I also know that that he's also obsessed about the idea of dancing with me. So I guess that that it must happen one day. So I'm patiently waiting, my dear lover. You know who you are. In the end, it's the dedicated poetry. Yes. Okay, so I guess that it's all that I can say about this poem right now. And I know it's a really, really short part, but I also feel like it's impossible to say anything more. So if this poem means to you something totally different, like it's about a burning love and desire and this kind of stuff, then okay, you can feel like that. But as I've already said, for me it's just a metaphor of of love and dance. It's something really delicate, to be honest. So I guess that it's all today, and right now I can only tell you what will happen next week. So I see that only two poems from this chapter left. It's Sisyphus' Works and Dreams. So this is what is waiting for you, and it will be officially the last episode about this dedicated romantic poetry. And then, as I've already said in the previous episode, we will move to the a little sadder chapter, but it will be a really short period of time. So I guess that it's all today, and I hope you like this episode. And well, until the next time. Yes, bye. Okay, so now the forgotten part. Well, dancing is this kind of topic that appears in my poetry quite often. And the first poem that I wrote about dancing is from 2011 probably, and it was the very first time when I realized that my poetry isn't so bad because of the competition. And well, my very first prize was from the time. So yeah, and after that experience, dancing is still important to me, and as I've already said, I have some experience with dancing as well. So this topic is simply meaningful to me. And who knows, maybe I will also come back to this even now when I'm an adult. And also, there's such a painter from uh, Impressionists, and there's such a painting uh, with a dancer, and I saw this work not long ago in the museum, in the exposition, and it made me realize that I saw so many such works when I was a teenager. So I guess it also kinda worked on my imagination. So it's such a additional part. And well, the painter's name is Edgar Degas. Yep. Oh, and I also must say that the episode about dance also will happen one day. So yep, it's totally happening one day. And well, I also have always loved Dance with the Stars, and there's a Polish edition of this in Poland, and I've seen so many seasons since I was a child, and I'm not able to say how old I was, but I was very much a little girl. So yep, all these things totally inspired me. And that's the end of digression.